Hello Twin Flames and welcome to the DM to DF reading for Tuesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. We're going to bring in the gorgeous Divine Masculine Unmasked deck today by our soul sister Janvi Nagrani. So really love this deck and it's such a beautiful messages of power. And Janvi has got her own channel as well, Divinify Me, so you can check that out too on YouTube. So thank you angels. What's the energy coming in today? What do the masculines want to say? 2 cards, wow. And another card moving on top of the deck. So let's see what we need to know. So what your masculine is saying to you is, when we are in a long separation, I assume that you were gone by now. And I feel that may be what you're healing right now, Divine Feminine. Because you may be concerned that the separation between you has been so long that they've moved on. And your masculine is letting you know that they feel a little bit anxious, that you've done the same. We've been in a long separation. We haven't talked for a long amount of time. I assume that you've moved on. So they are very curious right now about what you're doing. So I feel they may be Googling your name or checking you out on social media, trying to see what you're doing, or maybe asking people about you, trying to work out what's going on. Are you single? Are you married? Are you with someone? What are you up to? And remember, when we assume anything, if you look at the words, we make an ass out of ourselves. You know, when we assume, we make an ass out of you and me. Look at the words there, ass, you, me. So the angel is saying, masculines, just reach out. It doesn't matter how long has gone. You both love each other. You both crave each other. You want each other. The love is undeniable even after a long separation. So some of you may not be in separation right now. You may be in communication. But you may resonate with that because maybe your masculine was sneaking around your social media or curious about what you were doing, or maybe sent a hey to you to see if you wanted them or your email was still working, to come back into communication. So if anyone watching this has come out of a long separation, please comment below and share your thoughts and, you know, your journey with us to understand how you came back together after such a long time. So this is really the masculine wondering what you're doing. And I see an angel in you, so pure, so nurturing and loving. So your masculine is saying, I see you. I see the true you. I see the angel within you. You're so pure and beautiful and nurturing and loving. And that's your Empress power. That's you being an earth angel, a light worker. That's you in your purest form. And you might think, I'm no angel. But you are to your twin. You know, the way that you light up their life, the way you guide them, help them, the way you are there for them, that's very pure to them. And they're not used to experiencing that kind of energy. It's very nurturing and loving, and they can run from that too because it scares them. They're afraid of having that and then it disappearing. A lot like the warmth of the sun. You know, I always give this analogy of the warmth of the sun. So imagine you're in the garden, or you're in, you know, a nice place, or you're in a beach or wherever you are, and you are enjoying the sunshine. Maybe you've got a bikini on, or you've got your boxers on, guys, or, you know, you're just enjoying the sun. And it's lovely and warm. It's bathing you and you feel nice and it's lovely. And then a big black dark cloud comes across the sky and covers up the sun. How do you feel? Oh, it's not nice, is it? You feel cold, you shiver, you may have to put a jacket on or go inside because you don't like the way it feels. And that's what your masculine is saying to you. You're so warmth and nurturing and loving to me. If you go away, or if you leave me, or if you don't want me anymore, it's going to hurt me more than ever to live life without you, just like when the sun goes in. So sometimes they put barriers up and hide and try not to let you love them because they're afraid of losing your love. And the masculines are realizing now how silly that is. And life is about taking a risk. He's saying our experiences of life are different. It's not easy to believe everything you say. So what he's saying is, I'm not as spiritually aware as you are. So I don't really believe sometimes the things you say, or I may believe the things you say, but I need to experience it myself. So I feel this is about, the twin flame journey itself. Maybe you've tried to explain it to your twin, or tried to talk about the power of the love, or the way the universe gives you signs, or all these things. And he's saying it's not that I don't believe you, I just have to experience it my way. I have to go through it myself. I have to come to my own conclusions. Everything you say makes sense, but because we're in two different places spiritually, sometimes it's hard for me to understand. And that's what he's helping you to see. Your experiences of life are different for a reason, because you prove, and that could be through an age gap or a religious difference, or, differences within you and between you, you prove that love truly does conquer all. And it has no boundaries or limits. Love is real. And he said, I wish I had the courage to choose you earlier. I regret it. Now, what you have to understand is this, the masculines never have a choice between you and someone else. It's not that. You might think that, maybe you think, well, he chose the karmic partner over me, or he chose his children over me, or he chose his lifestyle over me. He didn't. What he chose was not himself. He may have not even been acting himself when he made these choices. He's saying, you're part of me. So when I choose myself eventually, which they always do, of course I will choose you, because we are one. So he's saying, I regret the fact that I didn't gain the courage sooner to tell you how I feel, step into my truth and be my authentic self, because that's how he makes the changes and the choices to be with you. So he said, I wish I had the courage to choose you earlier. So really he's saying that to himself, not you. He's saying to himself, I wish I'd have chose you earlier, before I got stuck in this marriage, or before this situation was too hard to leave, or before this or that. So he's in that regret energy. And he's going round and round in circles saying, I should have done this, if only this. And that keeps us locked in a cycle. So he's also working through that right now to break free of those cycles and that stress, to begin again, to see a way out, to get off that endless carousel of fear that the ego brings in. So he's saying, I know now I have to make a change and choose myself. And that's really what he's saying in this card. So a very powerful message coming through today about the way the masculine sees you, the way they feel about you, and the way they love you. And that's what you need to know. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.